Hi, I'm Bob, and welcome to Between the Sheets, where we look at Microsoft Excel and related technologies. Before I start, I want to tell you that beginning with this episode, I intend to include closed captioning. It's something I should have done long ago. Anyway, every so often you might need to convert units, like meters to feet, fluid ounces to gallons, or maybe inches to light years. Some are easy to remember, like there's 2.2 pounds to the kilo, but who can keep all measurements in their head? That's where Excel's convert function can save you the trouble of looking them up, and you know you're doing the calculation correctly. So let's take a look and see how it works. I have 4 examples here, and we'll convert each list on the left to its column on the right. But first, let me show you the function syntax. The syntax of the function is pretty straightforward. We say equals convert, and then there are 3 arguments. The first argument is the number that you're converting. It could be a number, it could be a cell reference, more likely. Second argument is what are the original units, the source units, and the third argument is what units are you converting to. So as an example, let's say we want to convert 100 grams to ounces. We'd say equals convert 100, and the units have to be in double quotation marks because when Excel sees text in a function, it will give you an error if it doesn't see the quotation marks. So grams is just G, and then ounces is OZM. Why OZM and not OZ? The M stands for mass. OZM stands for ounces of mass. I really don't know why they do it that way. I guess there's some reason for it. But don't worry, you don't have to memorize all the abbreviations. Microsoft has them all listed on their website at a ridiculously long address, and I'm going to include that address below. Or you could go to the abbreviated address I created for you. But you don't even need it because the function does it all for you. So let's go do it already. I'm going to start right here in B4. So I'm going to say equals CONV, and as soon as I type in those 4 letters, it says, oh yeah, you want the convert function. So I'm just going to hit the tab key to continue, and I'm going to say, okay, yeah, I want what is in a 4, comma, and I want meters. Now, you see already this is giving me a whole lot of choices. So I could go down and scroll for meters. Now, if I happen to know that meters is M, I could open up the quotation marks and type M, and it says, oh yeah, there we go. We're going to go right to the M's, and there is meters. Now I've got statute, miles, and minutes, and whatnot. But I'm going to double click on meters, closes the quotation mark for me, comma, and I want that going to miles. Now, because this is distance, the function is smart enough not to show me things like energy and volume and weight. So I want this, as I said, going to miles. So there is statute miles, and I double click that, close the parenthesis, enter it. There we go. So 2,400 meters is 1.5 miles, and I can simply take that and autofill it. And now I've got the rest of the conversions. So let's go down over here. I've got square feet, and I want to know how these square feet relate to acres. So I'm going to go in there, and I'll say equals convert. Click on the first one there, A13, comma. Now, this one is really maybe not all that straightforward. It's not S for square feet, it's feet squared. So maybe I don't know that. I can simply scroll down here, and there is square foot. That's why I don't dance very well. I have square feet. I won't give it my day job there, comma, and I want that converted to acres. Now, also, this is not A for acre because there's US acres and there's UK acres, but it shows us here right at the top of the list because it understands that we're looking at area. So there is US acre. I could double click that, enter it. So 45,500 square feet is a little bit over 1 acre, and then I can take that and autofill that. So let's say you're cooking. Well, let's go to teaspoons here. So I'm going to say equals convert, and I want to grab 53 teaspoons, comma. This one I could guess. Open up the quote and put in a T. And yeah, there's teaspoons. So I'm going to double click teaspoon, comma, and also because it's volume, this is not showing me time or distance or anything. And there is a cup. Double click that. There we go. 53 teaspoons is about 1.1 cups, and autofill that. And the last one here, this might be helpful on a windy day or if you're going out in your kayak. So I'm going to convert knots to miles an hour, comma. Now, if I put in, quote, K, I could be, well, Kelvin, that's temperature. There's knot, so there's that. And I want miles per hour down on the bottom. I can double click that. There we go. So 34 knots is about 39 miles an hour, and I can double click that. So if you do landscaping, flooring, building, cooking, or baking, or you just want to know what it takes to hit a golf ball to Alpha Centauri, I think you'll find the convert function is helpful. So until next time, my name is Bob, and this has been Between the Sheets.